Chapter 2, Soul Sex. The rain hadn't stopped. It pattered against the windows, tapping a rhythm that matched the pulse of the city and the ache in my chest. Outside, the streets glistened with neon, puddles reflecting lights like shattered memories. Somewhere in the distance, sirens cut through the night, tires sliced the asphalt, and life went on, indifferent to the storm inside my apartment. She leaned against the doorway, silhouette outlined in amber, hair falling loose over her shoulders, eyes glinting with mischief and something raw, something that burned brighter than the neon lights outside. I could feel her presence before I even saw her, like a gravity pulling me into the center of the storm. "Sit," she whispered, voice low, intimate, impossible to ignore. I sank into the couch, the space between us electric. Every inch of her radiated fire and confidence, but beneath it was vulnerability I recognized, just like my own. She traced the line of my jaw with her fingers, thumb brushing against the stubble on my cheek, eyes searching mine. "You're dangerous," she murmured, a smile tugging at the corners of her lips. "And you're worth it," I whispered back, leaning closer, letting our foreheads touch. The electricity in the room thickened, almost dangerous, almost intoxicating. The city outside faded into a blur. Its hum, the distant horns, the neon glow, all meaningless compared to the heat between us. We didn't speak much. Words were clumsy in the face of what we had. Every brush of skin, every shift in posture, every whispered laugh was a story, a confession. Soul sex wasn't about lust. It was communion, a surrender of two hearts and minds colliding in the chaos of the world outside. Her hands moved along my chest, tracing patterns I couldn't name but understood. Her lips found mine, slow, insistent, a promise and a challenge all at once. I could feel the rhythm of her heartbeat, syncopating with mine. Every touch, every sigh, every tremor was electric, feeding a fire that burned brighter than anything I'd felt before. "Don't stop," she breathed, voice trembling like she was both afraid and desperate. I obeyed, not because I had to, but because every part of me demanded it. Every nerve, every muscle, every thought was engaged in her and her in me. The room became a world apart from the city outside, a cocoon of intimacy and trust, raw and untamed. I remembered our rooftop nights, the laughter, the whispered secrets, the heartbeat of the city beneath us. Those moments were innocent compared to this, but they had taught me how to surrender, how to trust, how to let someone see me fully without fear. And now in this apartment, every touch, every kiss, every shared breath was amplified, sharper, deeper. Hours passed, or maybe minutes. Time didn't exist. There was only the connection, only the fire, only us. Soul sex wasn't just physical, it was spiritual. It was a language spoken without words, a rhythm written in heartbeats and sighs. Finally, we collapsed together, bodies tangled, breathing in sync. Her head rested on my shoulder, eyes soft, cheeks flushed, smile lingering like a secret we shared with the universe. I held her close, feeling every heartbeat, every tremor, every unspoken word between us. "We're something else," I whispered, voice barely audible over the rain. She smiled, lips brushing my collarbone. "Yeah, we are." The city outside continued in its indifferent rhythm. Sirens, tires, neon. But inside, the storm had passed, replaced by warmth, intimacy, and understanding. Love doesn't always heal right, I thought, but when it collides with soul-deep connection, it leaves scars that feel sacred, nights that feel eternal, and hearts that are raw but alive. We stayed there, silent, tangled in the quiet aftermath, watching the rain trace lines down the windows, thinking, feeling, existing together in a world that didn't care. And for the first time in a long time, I understood. Love, lust, heartbreak, intimacy, they're all threads in the same tapestry, dangerous, messy, raw, and necessary. And some nights are meant to teach you that, leaving you burning, alive, and unbroken.